Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Reclaiming Coventry with me, John, aka Old Man Sudor. And it's been going okay since our last episode against Barnsley where we drew 0-0. Well, I say okay. I mean, we lost 1-0 to Shrewsbury, or no, 2-1, sorry, to Shrewsbury in the EFL Cup. Not great, really. We should have done better. I feel we should have won that, but we didn't for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. We followed it up with a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. Brigham got the goal for us. It was a really good game. It was a tough game, but as you can see, away from home, I think we did okay. You would say Palace were maybe a little bit unlucky not to win, but then you look at the players they've got like Benteke, William Hughes, Zaha. I don't think we did too bad, to be honest. You look at some, they've got players there that could easily play in the Premiership. So overall, I was really happy with that. We then unfortunately followed up with a 2-0 loss to Nottingham Forest. Really tough game for us. Yeah, they were just the better side, really. Bit of tiredness, I think, came into it, but overall they were just the better. They're just a better team than us, really. When our strikers weren't really performing either, which didn't help. We then, though, followed that up with a 3-2 win over Wigan. Good win for us here. Close game. We actually did go up 2-0, I think it was. I might have even been 3. Yeah, we went 2-0. Then literally, as you can see, a 45th plus 1, 45th plus 1. We went like 2-1, 3-1 up. I thought we could have done a bit better and maybe held out a little bit longer, but a win's a win. I'm not gonna take away. And then the last game, which I was meant to bring you, but I felt because I'm going to got quite a bit of transfer stuff to talk about and a few other developments. I'm only going to bring you the Huddersfield game instead today. I'll make it up. I'll probably bring you sort of like a few more videos, maybe a double episode today or tomorrow, I'm hoping. Depends on how quickly I can get these all recorded. And that's pretty much. But it was 1-1. We should have done better, really. We were the better team. I feel we were maybe struggling a bit here, but you can see here we were the much better side and we just couldn't get the goals. Which, yeah, if you've been watching this series, is nothing new really. So, yeah, so that's where we are, and that puts us 14th, 6 points. I mean, let's face it though, we get a win or two, and we could be right up here. So, overall, it's not too bad. But I mean, obviously, it's only early on. We'll worry about where we are maybe after 20 games. Really, at the moment, it's just about finding our feet. But yeah, now we'll go to the transfer news because obviously transfer has finished. There has been some more developments. You'll see here the first one is Brigham went off to Young Boys for £1.2 million. I was hoping to get a bit more for him, but that's all we could get in the end. I didn't particularly want to sell him. He was one of our best players, if not our best player. But I needed funds, and he didn't want to stay. He wasn't going to sign a new contract. His contract was up at the end of the season. He wasn't going to sign a new contract. So basically, it might have been. I'm hoping it doesn't turn out to be a bad decision, but I felt we might as well get something out of him. The 1.2 million, which obviously did do a lot for us, because it obviously means it freed up a lot of wages. It freed up, brought money into the club. So, as bad as as much as I didn't like losing him, it's obviously worked out quite well. You'll see here we've made a few more signings as well. We've brought in 5 players altogether, 2 on loan and 3 from free transfers. As you can see here, 2 from Man City. We're actually now affiliated with Man City, sticking with the sky blue. I had a choice of Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham and Man U, I think it was. I thought I'll go sky blue. Man City and Coventry both playing sort of a sky blue colour, and they've got some good youngsters. So we've got Jadon Sancho, midfield, attacking midfield centre, midfield left, attacking midfield left. He looks really good, and he's probably one of our better players. So obviously, when we need to play wingers, he's really he'll do a good job for us. So really happy with him. He's played a few games and played pretty well for us. A 6.9 average over 3 games that he's played for us so far. The other guy we brought in is Manu Garcia. And basically this guy was to replace Brigamana for me. Good stats, fantastic physicals, not bad mentals at all. He's looking pretty good sort of in most of these areas as well that you need him to look good in. Obviously he looks good current ability as well. And really happy with him. Again, he's only played 1 or 2 games for us so far, but he's definitely there to do a job for us, and I feel like he'll be an important part for this season for us, really. We've then brought in David Falapa. I really don't know how to spell it. Young striker. I loved his physicals, and he's got some good mentals. He needs to work a little bit on, say, his finishing, but I think he'll do really good for us. He's still young, so he's got quite a few more years to obviously progress a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I was quite happy with him, to be honest. And I think he's going to be a good player. I think he could do well for us. He's only played 2 times. He hasn't scored yet, but I think he could do a job for us. We also brought Michael Dougherty in. I'm pretty terrible. Another midfield centre. A bit older than he's 25, but he's got good stats. I think he'll be good, for a bit of the rotation we need. Again, good physicals, really good mentals. Maybe could improve a little bit with things like his first touch, but I think again he'll be a good, solid player for us, and at least someone who's there for the rotations because we do need it. The last guy we brought in was Johnson Clark Harris, another striker, and he's probably going to end up being our main striker. I think he could be a really good player if he gets some games under his belt. So I could really see him kicking on. I like to play 2 up front, so obviously him and the likes of Tyrese Campbell, got George back, and that. So we've got a good striking force now. Oh, I feel we do anyway. If I go here, you see we've got George Thomas back. We've got young Quayne Thomas as well, and they're all young. Johnson Clark Harris is there. David Floper and Tyrese Campbell. We've got a good, stable sort of 4 or 5 players. Quayne Thomas might go out on loan, who could do a good job for us, and we'll have to wait and see. But I'm relatively happy with what we've got now, and I feel we can do enough in this league to sort of save ourselves. That's where I'm looking at the end of the day. Like I've said from the start, as long as we finish 21st or above, I'm happy this season. I really am, because it's all about surviving in the Championship, bring that money in, and then hopefully the likes of next season we can really crack on and start moving upwards. That's the plan this season. And that's it really. Finances are obviously looking really good now. We've got 1.7 million in. We're getting quite good gate receipts and that, so I'm hoping we can actually start making money now, which would be obviously fantastic for us. Just to let you know, like some of the new guys, Pablo Faquez is doing fantastic for us again. You'll see he's a new guy. He's played in 5 games. He's had just below a 7. He's been doing really, really well for us at the moment. Is there any other new guys? Tyrese Campbell as well, the young strikers. 2 goals in 6 games. Not too bad. He's doing alright for us. He's doing the job that we wanted him to. His stats are all going up. So again, really happy with him. And that's pretty much it, guys. The rest of the team we're going to try and keep. And we're not going to look to, do anything too silly or anything like that. I don't really think there's much else to say. So we'll get into a game. I've got the Huddersfield game to bring you today. Obviously, Huddersfield we all know about them. Obviously, a team that are now in the Premiership. Obviously, in this one, they have came back down. You can see here, they never got promoted, obviously, in this one, but they finished third in the Championship last season, so they're a good side. And we all know that they are a good, strong side. So it's pretty much, as I can see, I changed the formation a little bit. It was just more to accommodate people. I'm going to just change it to that though, because I feel this could be a bit better for us. Although I'm changing things on the fly as per usual. I make a decision and then I decide, no, I'm going to do it differently. We're going to bring Garcia off because he is injured, and instead of Garcia, we are going to have on Vlad, because Vlad's pretty much a staple guy for us. He'll always do a job for us. Tacho's coming off. We'll bring on David Flupu, is it? And we're not going to play Johnson Clark Harris just yet. His fitness is not quite there, but it should be for the next games that I bring you. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be our team. We're going to just change him into a poacher. Campbell is going to play as a Trequisa, so he's going to hopefully bridge this gap between these guys here with Doherty as well. That's the idea anyway. We also are going to play on a counter because I feel these are going to be a bit of a better side to play against us. And if not, we can always change it if need be. So we'll get into the game anyway and see how we get on. I'm going to say, I know we're underdogs here, but, give the fans a performance. We'll give them the old passionate faith talk as well. Try and boost up the morale. And we're going well. I think we're a bit of a draw specialist at the moment, so hopefully that might mean that, if we can get some draws against these bigger teams like this, then it's going to work out fantastic for us, really. It's the very start of it, and not much is happening. One thing we have been is we've been keeping quite good possession. So, from last season, our possession and our passing, that's been really good. It's just turning it all into something, which I do believe we can do, and I have no reason to believe we can't do it even in this game. As there is a highlight here, is it a highlight for us? As we pick up the ball, do we do anything with it? We get some Gradles. He gives it to Campbell. Campbell's got the ball. He gives it to Flapper, who gives it to Doherty. Doherty to Campbell. Campbell gets a shot in. Campbell with the goal, and that's 1-0 to Coventry. Brilliant start for us. We'll start 26 minutes in, but we caught them on the counter, it looked like, and some good passing, and it's a lovely goal. We'll see it in 3D. It looked like it might have got a deflection off the keeper, but they all go in. It all counts, doesn't it? My phone is buzzing now in my pocket. There you see, Flupla gets it, gives it to Campbell. Campbell got acres of space, manages, the keeper tries to get it, but he can't hold on to it, and it goes in. And that's 1-0 to Coventry. And if we can get to half time 1-0 up, it'll be so brilliant. As McGradles gets fouled, Hogg gets a second yellow card, and they're down. And now Huddersfield are down to 10 men, and you've got to say it's all looking pretty rosy for us at the moment. With Huddersfield down to 10 men, that is absolutely fantastic. We get to half time. I'm going to obviously say to the guys, I'm happy performance, keep it up. I'm also going to change this to a standard, because now they're down to 10 men. I don't feel like we have to be too worried about, them coming forward. Obviously, we do still need to be careful, but I feel with just the anchor man there, we should be safe. I say that, and they come forward straight away. As we're going to look and make a few changes. David Flipper's not playing very well, so we're going to bring him off. We're going to bring on Quayne Thomas for him. Quayne can play quite well as the poacher, and I like him. I think he could do a good job for us there. having a look here, the only other person is Vlad's not been playing very well. We're going to bring Vaquez into that position, and Packwood. I'm having to change things around a little bit just to accommodate people. And bring Davey on in the central defence for us. It's not ideal by any means, but we've had to just play things up around a little bit just because we haven't got that many players. And I don't want to bring Garcia on. He's got a knock still. He's not fully fit. I don't want to risk him. As we'll carry on. And hopefully those little changes will just give a bit of energy back into the team. And we can do something with it. As we're getting a couple of yellow cards, which is a little bit concerning. Obviously, the last thing we want to do is to concede. As time is flying by, 85th minute, 90th minute, and there's 10 seconds left. We don't want to concede with the last kick of the game, and we managed to block it. And there you go, 1-0 to Coventry against Huddersfield. Probably one of the teams you'd have expected to win. I'm going to say passionately that was a really special, lads. I mean, you would look at Huddersfield and you would have to say they were one of the favourites. They finished third last season. I'm pretty sure they must be one of the favourites. We'll have a quick look. We are in 8th now. 9 points. They say you reckon 50 points. So we're a fifth of the way to being safe, if you look at it that way. Yeah, and that's absolutely going swimmingly for us. I just want to see where they were. So Huddersfield, where were they? Oh, they were planning to finish 14th, so they weren't one of the favourites, obviously. But you see it down here, we're one of the favourites to go down. And the fact that we're in 8th at the moment, 9 points, is absolutely fantastic. I don't think you'll need 50. I think you'll need maybe 40 points to stay up, maybe 45. So, yeah, I think that was a fantastic win for us. Really, really pleased with that. Absolutely ecstatic. We'll go back to the inbox. Yeah, I'll do all that in a minute. And that's pretty much the game, guys. So as you can see, a fantastic win for us there. I'm going to come back. I'm going to play the Aston Villa and Sheffield Wednesday games. Basically because Aston Villa, if anyone knows their geography around England, Aston Villa are about probably 30 minutes, maybe 25, 30 minutes up the M6. So not far away from Coventry really at all. And it's a little bit of a local derby. I think for Coventry, I think the likes of Birmingham and Villa and that are technically their derbies, Walsall as well. But I think there is a bit of a grudge between the likes of Villa and Coventry. And I'm just going to go and actually have a look and see what our main rivals are, because I think it is. Yeah, see, look, there you go. Well, we've got no fierce rivalry, but we've got the likes of Villa and Leicester as our local rivals. So I think that'll be a good game to bring back. And we'll bring the Sheffield Wednesday back a game as well. Two, obviously, well-known teams in the sort of Championship League 1 area. So it'll be two good games to bring you. And that's it, because I'm going to just carry on waffling on otherwise. So that is the end of the episode. Please drop a like, come and subscribe. Come and say hello on Twitter if you want. I'm going to, like I said, I am streaming at times as well, so come see me on Twitch. And the last thing to say is, as always, it's an absolute pleasure, and I will see you next episode. Bye for now.